All right, we're here with Miss Loretta, and we're talking about, I guess, some healthy food here for as we get into this Thanksgiving holiday. Miss Loretta, what do we have here? Good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, crew. Good morning, viewers. First, we're gonna do this in two phases because we have healthy alternatives that are gonna be placed on our table this Thanksgiving, and we're gonna have the pièce de resistance on our table on our next segment. Right now, I just want to give you some ideas. For instance, if you have someone who has health concerns at your table, or you have a vegetarian like I will have on our table this weekend, I like to do sort of like a clam bake or a seafood bake. So one of the healthy alternatives that we have is we have clams with sauteed in our fajitas sauce with a little ground masala in it. We like to spice up our food a little bit for that vegetarian. Also, we want to make sure we have on our table lots of fresh fruit, vegetables. Also, you can just make them with a little vegetable dip. Okay, the straight vinaigrette, or you can have the ranch, whatever, or you can have a homemade house dressing. Also, I love taking okra. Now I take it and I mix it up with a little paprika, a little Mrs. Dash, a little Mrs. Dash, and a little garlic powder and onion powder. And so that way also our diabetic person, our person with high blood pressure or heart disease can also have a wonderful buffet also. Over here we had on sale, we had our beef brisket that was on sale. So I roasted a whole beef brisket. This is just a half of the beef brisket. And on this table I have a white potato. But they had some lovely sweet potatoes that are on sale in the supermarket this week. They're in season. You know how I am. Get my case of sweet potatoes, set them in a corner, have a great time with them. But my sweet potatoes, I roasted sweet potatoes, okay? I roasted my sweet potatoes just like we do our sweet potato casserole. So I have a sweet potato casserole on my table with all the fixings, and then I have a regular just roasted sweet potato.
Now, is this the result of the...
This is the regular sweet potato pie, okay? So this is a sweet potato pie, and that does have the sugar in it. But I don't want them to be left out. If you're having sweet potato pie, I want them to have something with sweet potato in it. A good way to do that with them is you add your vanilla in there, you add your sugar substitute, and it really tastes good for someone who has a bland diet.
Okay. All right, well, those are some nice alternatives, and we'll talk more about the second phase of what you brought. We'll do that in a few minutes. First, we're going to go on out to Melanie. All right, thanks, Kelly. We're back talking with Miss Loretta, and a little bit more mainstream, I guess. We've been talking about healthy alternatives and the like, and now we're not so unhealthy, just more of the typical Thanksgiving type stuff you see on the dinner table.
That's right. And again, viewers, here we are. We have our traditional Thanksgiving dinner. We have our herb roasted turkey. I don't normally put my stuffing in the turkey. I did bake this on the outside of the turkey.
And then you just kind of stuffed it in for looks.
So when we're sitting at the table, that sort of thing. Because there's always this controversy about, is it dressing or is it stuffing? And I think they're saying the consensus of it is, if you bake it inside the turkey, it's stuffing. And if you have it outside, it's dressing. But whatever it is, it's good. Okay?
There you go.
And we also had 2 bunches of greens for 2 for $5, or we had 288. I selected the turnip greens, and I'll tell you, the frost must have hit them. They're absolutely delicious. I normally season my greens with turkey, but today I do have the little ham slices pieces that are in it. We have that. Then we had our potatoes that were on sale, and I made some homemade traditional potato salad to go along with that.
All right. Well, looks all very, very good. How long did you cook the bird?
I cook my bird for about 2.5 hours. It's according to the pounds that you have. You know, if you have a 20-pound turkey, it's going to be a little bit longer. It's just a matter of thawing it out.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more with you in just a little bit. We're going to go to a break. Your 4th hour Good Day is coming up next. All right, and we're going to need her help because of what we have here. A little bit of everything. We have sweet potato pie. We have beef brisket. We've got clams over here. We've got turkey with stuffing, and butter beans, and you name it.
And I'm feeling really good this morning because this is a herb roasted turkey. And I make my turkey dressed stuffing with no butter. I make it with the turkey broth from the turkey. And I go out to my backyard and I pick my fresh herbs. So I guess this will pass Weight Watchers here today, you know. And then even with my turnip greens and my collard greens, I saute onions and bell peppers, put the herbs in there, and maybe if my husband, who's from Mississippi, wants a hock in there, I have to throw it in there. But normally we just use the turkey broth. So we also use the turkey broth in our vegetables to season them up. Our butter beans are in the turkey broth. So we use that turkey broth a lot at our home and use those herbs and spices. We just don't add a lot of extras to it. So I guess we would pass the test. We got our seafood. We had you missed it this morning, we had our baked stuffed salmon with the crab meat. That probably will pass too. We have our pineapples that are on sale, $2.99 a piece. And what I do with those that fresh fruit is I take my pineapple, cut it in half, and I put it on the table like a fruit bowl. So, and then also, like I said, we have the BOGO specials on our tossed salad. Buy one, you get buy one, get one free. Always put a salad on your plate. Always pick a new vegetable. That maybe asparagus is on the roll right now. So usually I have a marinated asparagus on my table too. So I make sure I have a little bit of everything. We have 10 for dinner, plus who are the other college kids to come home that might stop by.
Right.
But I try to make it very, very, very versatile for everyone. And you know, when they sit at the table, they know how to fix their plate. And you know, we're not going to babysit anybody. You know what you're capable of doing. You know what you're supposed to do. I heard a doctor on TV yesterday saying that you could cause your blood pressure to go up and heart attack if you eat too much. But if you know you have a cholesterol problem and you have a heart issue, then you know you can't eat that pork. You know you can't eat some of that other stuff. So when you're fixing your plate, you want to make sure you're considerate in what you're doing. But we just want you families to have a good time loving up on one another. Enjoy the sales that are at the store. Stock up because gasoline is going up. And we want to make sure that you get some of those wonderful, wonderful autumn vegetables that are on sale. They have a lot of lovely vegetables that you can put in the crock pots. Just like I got with this brisket, you could have put the brisket inside a crock pot with the potatoes and the carrots.
That sounds good. Always. All right, well, Miss Loretta, we'll end out the show with you in just a little bit, but first, we're going to touch base with Melanie out in Moultrie.
Well, we're back with Miss Loretta talking more of the great deals going on in this week's circulars. What else is going on?
And like I said, we're really lucky because you can go in there and you can, you know, you have a double chance, double opportunity to get your sweet potatoes, to get your greens, to get your asparagus, to get your pineapples. You know, they have the BOGO specials on the potatoes. And then you also have your fish specials, your seafood specials, buy one, get one. You know, and also last week we got some bacon and we got some shrimp. And don't forget again, I want to say there's one supermarket that has turkeys for 59 cents, no additional purchase. At the other supermarkets, it's 69 cents with a $35 purchase, or either 69 cents a pound with a $25 purchase. So that's really nice of them to do that for us.
And you can find all of these sale papers in the Albany Herald.
And they didn't put the sale papers in today because, see, they transition it over again.
Okay.
So we know that when you go into the store, just pick it up and go get you one of those sale papers and you'll see it's carried over. And I'd like to say thank you again to Bluebell Ice Cream for donating the 400 3-ounce cups of vanilla ice cream to the Feed the Hungry.
Wow, amazing.
Really appreciate them.
That's wonderful. That is really good. Well, we wanted to tell you guys, too, for the Good Day giveaway, Leah Thornton has won as well. We weren't able to announce it earlier, but she did win today. The answer was candy bars.
Yes.
For the question. So we appreciate you guys playing. Come by 1201 Stewart Avenue to pick up your prize of what you have won. And so what else is going on, Miss Loretta? I mean, do you have any tips for people of, how to keep that turkey moist or?
Now, we don't want to keep that turkey out too long. When we get ready to have our dinner, we want to keep this turkey out no more than 2 hours. Keep everything heated up. Lovely buffet services out there at the stores you can purchase. They have the 3 units where you can keep the food hot on the counter. That's what I do. I have the buffet units, and there's good sales on hams out there also.
Okay, wonderful. Well, this sure looks really, really good. Do you have a favorite Thanksgiving dish that you like the most to eat?
A favorite things, I like when my kids like to pull it in and we make it kind of international. Like I said, we'll make the egg rolls, and then we'll make that big seafood clam bake that we'll like to have there. And everyone has this favorite dish. My daughter's is the egg rolls, my son's is the clam bake, my son Issa is the shrimp, the salmon that we had, and then my youngest son, he just wants to eat ham and macaroni and cheese.
All the time. That's so funny. Well, you want to tell us something you're thankful for, since you're going to be out working tomorrow.
That's right. I'm going to be working tomorrow, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the Lord can continue to bless me. I'm thankful for the viewers supporting me, and just thankful for all of the many blessings that come my way.
There you go. Well, we're glad to have you on this morning.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be here at 5 a.m.
Happy Thanksgiving.